All right, you're live. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Yes, Mr. Alaba, I see you. Welcome, Nafisa. Welcome, Deborah. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Michelle Lua. Welcome, Mrs. TK. Welcome, Mr. Alaba. And welcome to our very special guest, Mr. Okweyemi Ogunyomi, the also known as Uncle Okwe. He's here today. He was not able to join us in the cohort, and so he decided to be our special guest today. No, he accepted to be our special guest today, and I'm super excited that we are all here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those that don't know my name is Adora Guma. I will be your host today and I'll be your anchor and I'll help you. Some of your SGRs are not here today because they are unavailable. They have like busy schedules, which is a good thing as far as they are making the money, So they're not here today. And but some of them are going to join in along the way. And so yeah. Quickly, since I've done my welcoming, I've welcomed you, I've welcomed everyone. I want to ask, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? For some of you, I know along the way, got some reports that some of you were like, oops, I'm done, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of this already. This is already feeling like a lot. Praise is going to be here, like maybe probably later. She has an appointment, so she's not here now. Some of you were like, oh, when is this going to end? Like, I'm tired. Some of you are like, assignments, no, post, no, oh, group assignments, everything. So how do you feel? I want to know. You can unmute your mic. If your background is not noisy, you can drop your chats, drop your thoughts in the chats so that I hear your thoughts. What do you feel? How do you feel? The assignment part that was really wearing me out. I know. Yeah, well, you scaled through. Well done. Yes, any other comments? Mrs. Tike said yes. So. Any other comments? How do you feel? How was it? I see that none of you have filled my very special feedback form. Please ensure you do that. It's very, 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 very important that you do that. Very important. Please ensure you do that. I'm still going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link right about now. So please ensure that you fill the forms. We need to know what we need to do better for cohort 3 before they come in, right? Because they're going to be coming in February. And so we need to be sure that we have everything on lockdown. Okay, I feel so happy and excited that I scaled through. Bad network was an issue for me, but I made it. Awesome. All right, thank you. You filled it. Wow, well done. Thank you. I even sent my points immediately. All right. So yes, I'm meeting the deadline. I mean, not handing in late. Yes, lots of deadline. Okay, everyone filled theirs. Not the mid cohort, because we had the mid cohort and we had the end of cohort. So please be sure that it's the end of cohort and not just mid cohort that you filled. Okay. And I feel good actually. I'm happy I made it through at last. Yes. I'm elated. Yes, end of cohort. Okay, no problem. Because when I checked yesterday, I wasn't seeing anything. I didn't see any new responses. Maybe it was my network. I don't know. Okay. Mr. K, do you want to say something?
Yes, ma.
Please go ahead. I saw your feedback, by the way. Yeah, very encouraging. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, Mom.
I feel so excited today. It's been somehow tough handling the schoolwork with the house chores and meeting up with assignments. Many times I do my assignments in the midnight. Kind of great phone in the school, When you get home, you have to do one or two things, or the children will start disturbing. It wasn't easy. but it's worth it anyway.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that feedback. It's very challenging. And if you notice, we're 30 when we came in, and how many are we now? So like, for every time I can always say so that usually the numbers drop. And so maybe from next year, we're going to increase our span and not say 30 students, because we know that some students are going to drop along the way. So we can see the number of people that are left that choose to be committed till the end. Thank you so much. Now, Mr. said, I feel so happy. I'm going to miss the sense of commitment. Please do not miss the sense of commitment. It's something that's going to be a habit now. So stay committed to it. I guess it's here. Uncle Peg, you're welcome all the way from Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. I know it's really early, but it should be about 8 a.m. there right now. So thank you so much for being here today. All right. So quickly, I just want to say a few things and just speak on some things as we wrap up and round off for the year and for this particular cohort. Based on everyone's level of commitment, the trends I saw from this particular cohort, it was very different from cohort 1. Maybe because cohort 1, they were the pilots, they were the pioneer cohort. So it was, there was a lot more energy in their cohort, because like everyone was like, oh, this is exciting. I didn't know that. Well, then coming to cohort 2, and also because at the time it was holiday, so the holiday season, so many were rested, some students were on strike, so they had the time to take the course. But for this, it took students students had to take a greater level of commitment, or make a greater level of commitment, because people were back to work, school had resumed, family, kids, everyone, there was no extra time in quotes for for any extra learning of some sort. But what I want to encourage you to do as teachers is that as teachers, you are sages in the sense that you need to continuously put yourself to a learning process. It can be tiring, I know. Like for me, being in school, there was a time, 2 weeks, I was gone, I was out of my mind. I was tired, I was exhausted. And with TSTA, with my other commitments, I was like, you know what, I'm going to shut this thing down. No more TSTA in Q1 of next year. Maybe we'll come back in second quarter of next year. Like I was just saying different things. I was just extremely tired. I was frustrated. And the truth is, at the time, you don't want to think of the reward. You just want to think of the pain, right? You just want to think of the pain that you're going through, because you're like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, who sent me? That's what we say. Who sent me to do this thing? But the truth is, because of the power that we carry as teachers, we need to put ourselves to the work. The truth is, you will not die. This is me here today, right? We scaled through, I scaled through, you scaled through, we are here today, we are better, right? We will not die. So putting yourself to the work, putting yourself to that commitment and saying that this thing, this gap that is in my life right now, I must feel it, in the sense that I must do the needful. What do I need to do to get to that place where I ought to be? What do I need to learn? Who do I need to consult? Who do I need to be trained under? Who do I need to be friends with? Who do I need to be a mentee under? What kinds of courses do I need to take? Right? We need to, from this program now, you can literally see the gaps in your life, literally, and say, okay, time management is 0 for me. I need to work on it. Oh, I think I need to work on, being able to write more, because it was a thing really that I saw, that many of us need to learn how to write, literally, professional papers. It's a thing, and I have to now bring it in the next cohort and bring someone in to teach how to write professional papers, because I was surprised But at the same time, I'm like, if we don't teach, then they can't know really. So they just assume that, oh, this is how it's done. And when you now see those gaps, you begin to work on yourself. You begin to get better. You begin to do better. You begin to get better opportunities, right? You begin to gain access into places that your skills, your potentials, your personal growth and development can take you to, right? And so that's my message today. Keep doing, giving yourself to the process. Keep doing the work, right? It's only when you do that work that you see growth. Growth is not magic. It doesn't just happen. You've taken this program, you've gone through this program, 12 weeks, 10 weeks, sometimes some of you failed, you came back up. You've gone through the rigor of it. You don't put it to waste. Begin to apply what you've learned. And also remember, there is also disposition skills or target that we talked about. Some of these things are not things that you can easily measure and say, oh, I was able to do X, Y, Z. Sometimes it's just your attitude to the work. What is your attitude? Are you saying, I'm already done, like no more school, masters? Nope, I'm not going back to school. PhD? Never. No, I'm okay in this organization. I don't think I need to move, right? Your attitude towards things can tell a lot, can really tell you a lot about yourself. So when you see new opportunities, what are you saying to yourself? Are you saying, oh, I'm not made for this? Nope, I'm not going to give myself to this. When you see new training come up, are you all complaining that, why everywhere training? Give yourself to the work, because the truth is it will pay in the end. It will pay in the end. There are certain opportunities that you can't access. Oops, what just happened? Okay. There are certain opportunities that you can't access if you don't put yourself to the rigor of the work that has to go into that. If you see any opportunity that you know will help you for your next level, take that opportunity. I'm not saying overwhelm yourself and start saying, oh, this training I'm here, that training I'm here. We've talked about goal setting. We've talked about vision, mission. The one that will align you and know that, okay, if I take this particular course, it's going to carry me to that place. Then you do it. You put the work. Oh, this book, if I read this book, I know I'm going to gain something from this book. Read it. Right? Don't just jump on any, because that's what happened with TST. Some teachers were like, free of charge, this thing, okay, let's do it. When they got in, they were like, this is not what we expected. And they had to drop off. So please ensure that as you continue from now, next term is coming in school, you're going to keep doing your own thing. Do not stop that growth process. It is very important. Let your mind grow. Let your heart grow. Let your personality grow. Don't be the same. If you know that you noticed a gap, oh, I didn't do well in this area, I need to work on this, work on it, and become better at it. All right. So that's the end of what I have to say today. It's very, very important that we do the needful. Just do the needful. And trust me, you are going to see the reward of your work. All right. So thank you very much for being a part of TSTA Cohort 2, the Skill Teacher Academy Cohort 2. It was a pleasure giving our time, resources, and, just helping you be the best that you can be at this time of your life. So quickly, we're going to watch just a quick montage of how the cohort went. Just a clip, just clips from here and there. Clips from here and there of how the cohort was, So I'm going to share my screen and let's watch together.
I want us to kind of give a practical example of how we can demonstrate that principle of activation. Don't forget, learning is facilitated when the learner is directed to relate, describe, or apply knowledge from relevant past experience.
200 plus. In that kind of classroom, I didn't know that what I was doing was inclusion because I hadn't taken TSTA, course. I actually did not know. I did my best to carry everyone along, to make sure that everybody contributed, everybody learned, that we moved at everyone's pace without slowing anyone down. And all.
Kind of teaching where you first of all realize that students are not empty slates. They might not know that thing the way you know it, but they are not in a situation where they know nothing. They know something about how the world works. And that knowledge of how the world works that they have gathered from experience of just being alive, of just going everywhere, seeing things, that knowledge of how the world works that they have, they might not even realize that they have it.
So you should relate to the job you're looking for. You see, well, you should not have a volunteer at Obasanjo farms inside. You're looking for what now? One job that is not really.
Like, Mr. Your class is so interesting. I don't understand. Why do you teach like this? You get from my learners as young as they are. Like when they say some of those things, I'm like, hey, look at this one.
Yeah, so those were some parts of our classes. Those were some parts of our classes for this cohort. We had reviews. We had about 14, 15 classes, meetings throughout the cohort. We had a book review, we had elective module review, we had classes, teaching as you 1 and 2, assessment literacy 1 and 2, instructional design 1 and 2. Please don't worry, when it's time to announce those people that are graduating, I will scrap it from the program. So only the 2 people that their videos are on are the only ones graduating today. All right, so we had teaching as research, instructional design technology. We had 2 new courses, 2 new programs, meant to be 3, but we had just 2 this cohort. And, everything was fire. For those that attended their classes all through, they will know it's proof. They know that all the classes made sense and, were very beneficial to them. And I want to especially thank all our support group facilitators and our support group representatives and our support facilitators for being a part of this cohort success. I want to thank Praise, Adironke, Obediah, Ibironke, Mr. Babatunde. Am I missing any other person? I want to especially thank these people for being a part of this cohort. If not for them, probably I would have broken down, because right now my team, the core team of the Fresh Week Africa, they are very busy. They are very, very, very busy. And so they didn't even have time to come in for this cohort. And so we had to, Mr. Hussein is in the building. Okay, so we had to get volunteers from cohort 1 to come into cohort 2 to help out. Hi, Mr. Hussein, good to have you here. Please let's celebrate here.
You're doing great. It's a pleasure joining your graduation ceremony.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yes, so we had all of those things in this cohort, and it was very beautiful, very, very beautiful. For the first time, we had elective modules running on the same day. For the first time, we had, a book review as not compulsory in sense, but as an extensive module. That was what we had. We had resources, checklists, and all of those things. But the very new ones were our support group representatives. Please rep your support group representatives in the comments. If you know them, drop their names and celebrate them for me. They were amazing. They were really, really amazing. And also for a special thank you to our support facilitators that helped out with reviews, Praise and Adironke, especially celebrate both of you. And in celebrating again, I want to especially celebrate Praise. I told her, I said, if not for you, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, because I was telling them not too long that at some point I wanted to give up. Like I was literally almost done. I'm just like, nah, this is not. In my mind, I'm like, what is this in worth it? So what's going on? And then I saw Mrs. TK's feedback at some point, and I was like, okay, even if it's just one person, let's keep doing this, And it wasn't all encouraging at some point, but the work has to be done, and we continue to give ourselves to the work. But I want to especially thank Praise. Praise helped out with the assignments, with checklists, with ensuring that there were no gaps, with grading, with putting grades together. Please, let's celebrate Praise, especially celebrate Praise for, she's not a miss, please. Oh, she's a missus. She's a very married woman. Mrs. Praise, she's not a miss. T for thanks. MRS, full stop, Praise. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Praise, you see? They don't rate, you don't rate people. She's a married woman as well. Yeah, she does deserve the accolade. She's married. And she's also a lecturer. She's not a teacher. She lectures undergraduates. So she's not, the work she was doing, it was not like she did not have anything to do. She was doing all the work. So when I say really appreciate her, really, really appreciate her, because it was a lot. At some point she was ill. She was still doing the work. That's what I'm saying. I said, yeah, if First was not here, honestly, truly, I may have given up. Should be told. If she didn't help, if she didn't step in at many points, I may have given up, because I was really stressed and overwhelmed. And I did not have any outlets around me. I wasn't seeing any outlets. All right. Okay, so let's move on quickly. I want to especially welcome our special guest for today. He is a dear friend. He is a brother, and he has helped my ministry. He has helped my ministry a lot of times. He's like a mentor, literally. And I'm just going to read his bio real quickly. Please, Praise, blush very well. I'm going to read his bio quickly, and then he's going to come in to give us his speech for today. Koyami Ogunyomi, popularly known as Uncle Kwe, is a teens coach who has been working with young people for over 7 years. He's a product of the University of Ilorin and the University of Lagos, where he obtained his BSc and MEd, respectively. He's also a PhD student at Texas Tech University, Lubbock, Texas, and a graduate research assistant in the same institution. He's committed to promoting child and youth development in Africa. Recently, he founded Teens Leadership Institute, a premier resource body for developing dynamic, innovative, and principled leaders who will set the pace and break barriers to drive Africa to its full potential. He understands that raising teenage leaders is a core aspect of nation building. Hence, he developed a curriculum that equips teenagers to lead ethically and motivate them to impact their communities. The Institute has helped parents and schools navigate their teenagers through the turbulence of adolescence to become functional adults. He's also the host of Teens Hangouts with Uncle Kwe, an event that links experienced and professional teen mentors to teenagers. In an atmosphere blended with entertainment and requisite wisdom, it is a safe place for teenagers to share their thoughts and be listened to without judgment. Recently, he was appointed a Youth Ambassador of Ubon King Foundation. He is a member of the Association of Professional Counselors in Nigeria and an associate member of Teens Mentors Network Africa. He has organized several events that have impacted over 7,000 teenagers with this impact and motivation to do more. Uncle Kwe is the author of the transformational book titled Dear Teenager, a book tailored towards a good habit formation that sets teenagers on the right track to becoming refined and fit for the journey ahead. Please let's make welcome Opeyemi Oguyemi. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Adora. Thank you for having me here, bringing me on board for the graduation ceremony of the cohort 2 of the Skill Teachers Academy. Right, I am super excited. I want the comment section I want us to set it on fire. If you're excited to be here right now, let me see your excitement in the chat box. Yes, Praise G. I can see Praise G in the chat box. I can see Alaba Oluwaseun. All right. I need some energy. I can see Bin Hussein. Thank you guys. And I hope we all had an amazing time in this cohort. All right. Iseoluwa, Deborah. Awesome. So if you're ready for me, I only have a few minutes with you. This is 8:40 from Dallas in US. So I guess plus 7 hours in Nigeria or wherever you're joining in from. Well, 7 hours different with Nigerian time, right? So I'm just gonna get into it. So by 9, I should be done, right? 9 a.m. my time, I should be done. Good. So I'm trying to ensure that my background is to celebrate you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I've been asked to talk about the urgency of the teaching profession, how that we need teachers. We need more teachers to come on board. And in the next 19 minutes, I'll try to do justice to that. But before I delve into it, I would like to say a big thank you to Miss Adora once again. It is rare to see young people. It is rare to see individuals take the teaching profession with this level of passion and with the touch of excellence that you're putting into it. I admire you. I admire what you do. I love what you do. And I am super proud of you. And I want us to see her as an inspiration, because the perspective we have of the teaching profession of teachers, she's changing that narrative. Because I know how it is back home in Nigeria. Teaching profession or teachers are one of the set of people that are less rewarded. So they tell you that your reward is in heaven. No, your reward is not just in heaven. Your reward is here on earth, right? And that's part of the narrative we are trying to change, all right? So that's where I'm coming from. The perspective that the society have of the teaching profession, the perspective that the society have of teachers. So I'll start from the education that teachers receive. You know, when people write JAM, that they want to gain admission to schools, and probably they choose courses like biochemistry, industrial chemistry, they choose law, and all those supposedly professional courses. Teachers education is also a professional course, right? Or the College of Education, right? Just like we have College of Medicine, all right? So education, medicine, law, engineering, they are actually on the same level. They are all needed. So one is not greater than the other. They are all relevant. Okay, I'm trying to build a foundation. What I want to say to you is just one sentence, but I need to set a proper foundation so that I can sit properly, right? So let's take, for instance, someone wants to go for engineering or someone wants to go for industrial chemistry and didn't meet the cutoff mark for that course. Do you know what they do? They tell them to go to education. All right. So the perspective that we now have right now for the College of Education is that people who did not do well, or people who cannot do well in major fields, like in certain fields like law, engineering, and sciences, take them to education. So we have people in the field of education that are not passionate, all right? They don't even have an idea of what they are going into. They just find themselves there. So in 60 seconds, I would like to ask if what you're doing right now, you working as a teacher, or maybe you going into the College of Education, all right, to study any field of education. Maybe it is sociology of education, psychology of education, philosophy of education, or biology education, chemistry education. If that is what you actually set out to do, it is not JAM that gave you the course. It is not your school that gave you the course, or it's not because you couldn't get a job that gave you the course. Drop it in the chat box. Let's quickly do a research work right now. All right, drop it in this chat box. Don't pretend. All right, we need to get this data. If me working as a teacher is what I set out to do, all right, just say this is what I set out to do. If it is not what you set out to do, that they gave it to you, just like Miss Adora is typing, they gave me, just what they gave me. Okay, Binuzen said no, so it means that they gave you too. I'm waiting for Mary's response, Isielua's response, Adiraya's response, Praise G's response. I need to get this data. I need to get it. I'm waiting for Ishelu. I'm waiting for Mary's response. I'm waiting for we had the rest. I finally agreed to do it after wasting years. All right. I need more response. Thank you, Adirayo. I need more response. I don't have time. Let's make this happen. Praise G said, I have always wanted to be a teacher right from time, though my parents and auntie no agree. They were saying nothing. I was looking at them like, okay. Good one from Praise G. Nafisat, I'm waiting for you. Deborah, I'm waiting for you. Alaba, I'm waiting for you. Okay, Ishalua said, I had no choice but to study it after several attempts to study economics. So it means you chose education. All right, I think I have enough data to use. It's what I like to do from the very start, but add something else that I also delight in. Okay, I think I have enough data that I can work with. Now, from the data we have on this, it just happened to me, not planned. Good, thank you, Nafisat. From the data we have, we would even see that there's this construct in the society that the field of education is not something you go for. Most of us stumbled. Good. Thank you, Shalua. Thank you so much for that. Most of us stumbled into this field. Not that, you ask a child, what do you want to be in the next 10 years? And you say, I want to be a teacher. You find that child so strange, right? It is because of the mindset, the perspective that they've given to us as regards, the teaching profession, right? So there's a need to revamp that mindset. There's a need to change that perspective. And the way the society is built, because this mindset is sort of like a stronghold. It's not something that you can just change like that. All right. We need to have teachers like Miss Adora, all right, who believe that the teaching profession, look at the way she is dressed. Okay. She's not dressed like somebody who started. When I see some teachers, they look as if they were forced to do the job. They look as if they point a gun in their head that if you don't teach, we are going to gun you down, right? They look at it as if they are suffering, all right? And guess what? It is how, I'm going to borrow this popular magazine. It is how you dress that you are addressed, all right? It is how you put a price on yourself that determines how people are going to prize you. It is the price tag you place on yourself that determines how people are going to prize you. All right. So if you see the teaching profession, that you are there, all right. If you see the work you are doing as worthless, as not important, as not necessary, how do you expect people to see it too? Me looking at Miss Adora, I would love to be a teacher, although I'm a teacher, right? All right. The way she is doing her job, the way she talks, the way she carries herself, all right, the mindset she has about the work. I want to be a teacher. All right. Guess what? We have poor medical doctors. Guess what? We have poor lawyers. Guess what? We have poor engineers, right? It's the same way we also have poor teachers. And guess what? We also have wealthy teachers too. I'm an example. She's an example. Does she look poor? No, right? So it is just your perspective. So if you think you finding yourself in this profession is people sentencing you to life imprisonment, that is just going to be experience. The teaching job is a life molding job. The destinies of millions of children, because a child is a nation. Your influence on one child's life, you can't tell. I am doing what I'm doing today because of the impact of just one man in my life, right? And that has further helped me influence thousands of other young people. So your influence, your role in the life of a child, you can't even measure it. So don't take this job as something that is not important, as something that is not interesting. If you find yourself in an environment that you don't love, you can change it. That is why there's a need to improve on yourself. That is why there's a need to work on yourself. Gold is not even valuable until it is processed. All right. So if you find yourself in the four walls of a school building that you don't like how you are being treated, probably could it be that it is as a result of the fact that you're yet to work on yourself? Go for trainings like this, retrain yourself, go for more courses, get your master's, get your PhD if you can. You may say, oh, I don't have time for that. If the house is burning, you will jump out of, or you will jump out from the building. The reason why you think you don't have time for that is because you're yet to place premium. You're yet to place priority on what you're doing. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So I want to ask you, what is the purpose of your profession as a teacher? Because if you don't understand the urgency that the world needs life molders, the world needs life changers, you won't take it seriously. Let's forget about the people that are yet to join the profession. Let's talk about you that you're in the profession already. How are you taking yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you go to class? I see a lot of teachers, they go to class with their hair tattered, with their dress battered, and they look as if the whole world is upon them, like somebody said in the comment section, right? It's because of how you see yourself. You don't have to necessarily have millions of naira to do that. If you begin to see your job as an enviable one, as a life molding one, as a game changer, as something that is needed in a time like this, where we are living in a post-COVID-19 world, all right, you need to understand that your job is not a small one. You are influencing lives. Okay, once you begin to see that ideas on how to become an extraordinary teacher, on how to go the long haul, on how to change the face of what you're doing. I've met people who sell puff puff. Thank God most of us are in Nigeria, and the way they brand it is different. And they don't sell puff puff of 10 naira. When we go for parties, we get small chops, right? We get small chops. Small chops is more expensive than the normal average puff puff on the roadside. All right, you are the small chops of this teaching profession. That is why you're going through the Skill Teachers Academy, to make you move from the puff puff on the roadside to the small chops that is preserved at big occasions that Dangote can take and pay millions of naira for it. You are the real small chops, okay? Because people will not value you until you value yourself. People will not value you until you value what you do. What value are you placing on the job you're doing? Branding matters a lot. So branding is not just talking about logo and all that. It is a mindset. It is a mindset. It is a mindset. Even if you are teaching in a primary school and you are paid 10,000, do you know you can move from that 10,000 naira salary to earning in dollars, right? You can move from that. I started this teaching profession, teaching from Monday to Sunday with collecting 50 naira per day. all right, collecting 50 naira per day, and see where I am today, right? So there is a major need for you to process yourself, all right? If you have gone through this academy, if you have gone through this process without putting all your heart into it, you thinking, oh, it's too stressful, the assignment, imagine you going to a law training as a lawyer. Imagine you going for a medical training as a medical doctor. You are going to embrace the training, all right? Because gold is not valuable until it is processed. Till Jesus comes, Gary, all right, will be more expensive than cassava. Cornflakes will be more expensive than corn. Gold, jewelries that you put on will be more expensive than the crude form of gold. Petroleum, diesel, kerosene will be more expensive than crude oil. What is the difference? Is process. I want you to leave this graduation ceremony today to go ask yourself, what process do I? Because the kind of process you go through determines the kind of product you become. All right. The kind of process you go through determines the product you become. What kind of teacher do you want to be at the end of the day? What kind do you want to be a mediocre teacher, or you want to be a global influencer, a global teacher influencing nations? That once your name is mentioned, like when they mention Onkokwe, they know what Onkokwe is doing. Is transforming teenagers. What kind of teacher do you want to be? Do you just want to be that teacher that is just in the four walls of the classroom with ease or a cane? That once they see you, you're like the lion of the tribe of the school you are in, students campers at your presence. All right, what kind of teacher are you? What kind of teacher do you want to be? Ask yourself. You can now map the kind of process you go through. Gold, before it becomes gold, is subjected to fire. All right, you cannot compare Indomie with pounded yam. The difference is clear. The process you go through determines your quality. All right, you've experienced TSTA. I believe that most of you will actually needs to come back because you didn't go through this process well. You didn't pay attention to certain details. You felt, oh, it was too burdensome. You felt it was too much. The assignment is too much. Yet you give your students assignment in school and you expect them to turn it in at, at the due date. Now you're now in a class and you're saying assignment is too much. This is what will help you. You can only give what you have. It is what the birds have on his inside that will use, that he or she will use it to fly, right? So if you're not trained, how will you deliver value? And like I always tell people, don't blame them if you don't train them. The reason why we have a lot of average teachers in the profession is because they are not properly trained. And guess what? See a platform like this as an opportunity, because I know that most people have not even been to the College of Education properly to be trained rightly, right? So TSTA is that platform, all right, that Fresh Look Africa is giving to you for you to have an exposure, for you to have a worldview as to how the teaching profession should be done. Look at the level of excellence that Ms. Adora is putting into it and the rest of the team. That is how you should take your classes in your school. Even if they are paying you 5,000, handle it well, because there is all in small. I'll say that again. If you spell the word small, S-M-A-L-L, right? The last letters, the three last letters that ended it is all. So in small, in that small space that you are in the 5 children that you're teaching, in the 25 children that you're teaching, in the 50 students that you're teaching, there is all inside it. All that matters is how you see it, how you perceive it, how you handle it, right? And you also need mentors. Ms. Adora is here to help you out, and the rest of the faculty members, and trust me, they are accessible, all right? So I want you to take this profession with dignity, with pride, all right? Even if someone is earning than you, just know that that person has actually gone through more processes than you are, all right? So you need to subject yourself to process. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. Go back to school. You have NCE who says you cannot have your BEd, your bachelor's in education. You have your bachelor's in education who says you cannot have your master's in education. You have your master's in education who says you cannot have your doctor in philosophy, right? That's your PhD in education, right? Who says you cannot do that? The limit you have, the limit you're experiencing is the one that you have placed on yourself. So leave this graduation party and become limitless. Become limitless. Someone is saying, I want to be small, Miss Adora. I want to be micro, Mrs. Praise. Don't be small, Miss Adora. Don't be micro, Miss Praise. Be you. All right. Be the best of yourself, because greatness is on your inside. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to push you to set fire on your inside, that the teaching profession is an enviable one. You may think you're earning less. All right, you may think you're not, they are not paying us well. You can actually brand yourself, you can build yourself, you can improve on yourself to become valuable. All right. Some shirt that you buy for 15 years, some people can actually pay thousands of dollars for it. The difference is value. Value. What value are you bringing on board? That is the game changer. Thank you.
Wow, guys, let's give Uncle Claire an applause. Wow, that was fire. That was what I asked you to do. I was like, please just give them fire, put some fire under their bombs, like let them know the state of urgency that we are in. Wow. Thank you so much, Uncle. But that was really so on point and very relevant. Yes, the process determines the product, the process. And I'm glad he felt like he was, listening to what I said during my own session, and he just, the process is very important. If you don't have value, don't expect anybody to see you as valuable. If you don't give value, if you don't even see yourself as someone who is valuable, don't expect any other person to see you as valuable, right? The process matters. I see Obadiah here. He's a support group representative. Welcome. I celebrate you. We've celebrated you. Thank you so much for doing this cohort with us and making the journey easier. Thank you so much, Obadiah. Okay, wow. Oh, like seriously, Miss Adora is a wonderful and inspirational icon. We need the type of her in Nigeria and beyond. Her enthusiasm, dedication, and focus has always been my point of mentorship. Okay. I so much credit her for this life-changing transitioning path she's moving as a community too. I so much wish I could give 100% volunteering, but nevertheless, we share and assure that carefully add. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Hussein. Yes, he's a big supporter of what we do. Thank you so much for always being there, for always reaching out, for always, just dropping comments here and there to just encourage. Thank you so much. So yes, the process is very important. Like Uncle said, there is all in small, and we learned that in becoming a global teacher in the cohort during the course of the program. There's all in small. Regardless of where you are, you can do a whole lot with what you have. Thank you so much, Uncle. Does anybody have any question? Do you have just one question or two? Yeah, you said it all. Do we have any question for him? He's staying here to the end of the program, so ask your questions now or forever hold your peace. This makes up for the fact that he was not able to make it for his session during the cohort. So yeah, this makes up for it. Yes, now we forgive you. All right. Wow. So drop in the comments. Let me know what you learned. Drop in your comment. Let me know what you learned. Let me know what you learned. I want to see your takeaways from this powerful session that we just had. I want to see your takeaways. Drop in the comments. Drop in the comments. Yes. Thank you so much, Uncle. That was powerful. Very powerful. So we're going to move next to our student experiences. They're going to be sharing their experiences in just 3 minutes. They will be sharing their experiences. I'm going to pin Ishel Lua. I'm going to do that. She's going to be sharing an experience. And so you can unmute your mic, and after that, Mr. Alaba will share his experience too. Please go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. Okay, so right now I made it show. I've learned a lot in this cohort. I've learned. Can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I've learned to manage all my class. I've learned to include other learners because they all learn at their own paces, and I've learned to prioritize my goals. I've learned to be the best teacher. I've learned to be a global teacher. Right now, I have to take up my teaching as from 2023. I've learned to be the best I can be because greatness lies inside of me, and I've learned to be the best teacher to my students and to help them grow and learn faster. I've learned a lot. I've learned how best to manage teaching profession, to take it as a profession and not just a profession, as the best. Yes, I'm glad to be a teacher right now. Let me just say I met myself there, and I'm not just a teacher. I have my class, and right now it's actually pushed me to go for my master's, and I know I'm going to be the best. And I love you so much. I love everything you've done for us. You even helped me. They say consistency is a game. Yes, it is really a key. I've learned to be consistent in everything I do. I have so many busy things, busy schedules. I am, let me just say, most of the times I get so busy, yet I find it so, I don't want to say easy to do my homework, but then I just want to do it because Mrs. Grace will always be on my neck. So I've learned to be consistent. Yes, I've learned to be consistent and then to manage all my time. Thank you very much, Ma, for everything you've done for us. Thank you very much. In fact, I told my colleagues at work, they were like, we noticed something has changed. We noticed something has changed lately. What are you doing? What have you done? And then I told them about TSTA. I told them about so many things I've learned. And then they are even eager to join. They are eager to join and also be a better person. Like they just want to be the better version of themselves. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma. So much.
I've learned a fantastic job. Thank you, Ma.
Yes,
cheers
amazing.
to wonderful strides. Cheers to better play. Cheers to better years. Thank you very much, Ma.
Thank you so much. Wonderful, great feedback, great experience. That's what gladdens our heart, that you see the changes that you need to see in your life. Amazing. So up next we have Mr. Alaba, and he's going to be sharing his experience here at TSTA. So Alaba, you can unmute.
All right, good evening, Miss Adora. Good evening, everyone. It's so I would say I'm the happiest person today. Firstly, I want to thank God for the journey so far. Then I also want to thank the management of TSTA. You guys are really wonderful. I love this family. So my experience so far on this program, I would say, well, I would not say it has been stressful because it's not. Rather, it has been stretchful. There's a word like that. It has been stretched because it really stretched me to a better me, towards a better me, because there are some things that as a teacher that I've not been doing before, that now I have, due to the lesson I've learned in TST, that I've inculcated into my teaching, and that's made me better. That even my colleagues at work and even my students, because they say Mr. Jason, we are not doing this before, you've not been doing this, now you're not doing it, we really like it, can we continue it? So it has really made me a better teacher. Some of the lessons that stood out for me was authenticity, instructional design and assessment literacy. That assessment literacy was a banger for me because so many things changed about the way I assess my students, and even to my own surprise, because some of those things they also welcome me, because when I introduced formative assessment, because that one really helped me. That was why I chose that in my project, because it's really helped me. Because as I was learning those things, I was right like on the go. I was implementing them in my teaching career. So that's really helped me. Like I would say thank you once again. Thank you, Ms. Adora, for bringing up this idea, for birthing it and bringing it to life. I thank you. I thank everyone, all our support facilitators and SGR. Say thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Hey, amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Alava. And guys, his project work was so good. He worked on a case study. You made us proud when I was going through, when I was, grading. It was really good, like really good. He used the exit sleep in his class. The pictures of his students using the exit sleep, his class picture, like it was really good for formative assessment. That was boom, boom, boom. Well done. And that was why you got the grade you got. Well done. All right. Yes, he did really good with his case study for his project. And I'll just say it out. He got the highest grade for project work. He did. He took his time. Like he did it. It was even a PowerPoint slide. Like put everything, started out with formative assessment, gave us a background, he did a lot of work, gave us the problem. He followed everything. He followed the rubrics. Simple. It's as simple as that. That was what he did. All right, up next, let's quickly go into the awards. Yes. We always give awards. We always give accolades to everyone, and we also celebrate our graduating students for the program. Okay, so I'm going to take you through that right now. And so if I call your name, if your video is not on, I'm going to hold my accolades. But first, let's celebrate Mr. Alaba Oluwasesan, our first graduating student. Let's give him a round of applause. Celebrate the graduating students. Let's give them an applause. Yay! Congratulations. Congrats. We have Akinfemi Deborah. Congratulations. Well done. Woo! Well done. And then we have Nafisa. Congratulations. Well done. And then we have who's next? We have Adiraya Tindikayade. Congratulations. Well done. Your video is not on, so we can't see you. We need people to know the people that are graduating. Well done. And finally, we have Mrs. Marijuana. Congratulations. Well done. We have Ishe Oluwa Adeniji. If you didn't send your pictures, I'm sorry, it won't be here. So but congratulations, Ishe Oluwa Adeniji. Well done to everyone. I hope I'm not missing any other person, but congratulations to you all. For these are the graduating students for this semester, for this program's cohort, and I really celebrate you. Now let's go into the awards. For this particular cohort, we have just one best graduating student, no first runner-up, no second runner-up for this particular cohort. Remember, the pass mark was 70%, but it doesn't mean that you won't get your certificate if you paid for it, right? Except if you got below a certain percentage. So what we do every cohort, we use a certain type of assessment where we after we look at the grades, right? So we say 70%. But if we then look at your consistency, we then look at your assignments, your posts, and say, okay, maybe it's just this thing that affected the person, then we still give you a certificate. But if you get below a certain pass mark that is all the way down after a certain group of grades, then we can't give certificates for that. So even though you've paid for it. So we're going to just give, so what we do is we just give refunds and say, oh no, we're sorry, we can't hand you a certificate because you did not do well. And I'm glad that most of us here that are graduating actually did well. And, but yes, I'm seeing Ibironke, well done. She's also an SGR. Thank you for doing this with us. And let's celebrate our best graduating student for the Skill Teacher Academy Cohort 2. Drum rolls, everyone. Drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. Why are you not drum rolling? Drum rolls, best graduating student. Yay! I love all that shit. Best graduating student and the only best graduating student for TSTA Cohort 2 with 92%. Wow, wow, wow. Well done. Well done, Mr. Alaba. We are super proud of you. Thank you for being very, very consistent. Well done, well done, well done. We celebrate you. Well done. Yes, let's celebrate him, guys. Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations. Cohorts 2. Well done. Amazing. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Thank you. What group is Mr. Alaba? Rep your group. Group 1. Yes. For group 1, yeah. Very consistent group. Cohort group 1. Very consistent bunch. Like they're very, very, very good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Inshallah, what group are you in? And Deborah, what group are you in? Marijuana, what group are you in? I want to know. Those people that you saw your pictures, what groups? Rep your groups in the comments. Okay, Deborah is in group 3. Well done. Okay, Marijuana is in group 3. Okay, Nafisa is in group 3. Wow, who is your SGR? Is that Obadiah? Who is your SGR? Who's your SGR group 3? Oh, Ishelwa is in group 3. Wow. Who is your SGR in group 3? Oh, Mr. Babatunde. Aha, wonderful. Okay, so Mr. Alaba's SGR is Obadiah. Wonderful, wonderful. Well done, group 3. Well done, group 3. Well done. Yes, well done, group 1 as well. Well done, well done, well done. Amazing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I celebrate you all. You guys are amazing. You all are amazing. Well done. You'll be getting your results during the course of the week, your final grades, and for every other person that paid for their certificates, you're going to have your certificate only if you met up to the cutoff mark, right? Because I've seen some people that did not. So we are going to be sending your grades back, and if by chance you have already paid, you're going to get a refund back. But if you still want to pay and say, okay, it's fine, I won't get a certificate, but I need 3 months access into the cohort, right? I want to still have the videos at hand. I want to still have access to the resources for the next 3 months. Then we can do that for you at the end of the day. If you have paid but did not get up the cutoff mark, but you still want to remain in Google Classroom, you still want to remain in you still want to have access to all our videos and even new courses for the next cohort. So that's what it is. Your 5,000 naira is not just for the certificate. So you get your certificate, you have 3 months access into the cohort, right? Into your program. You still be on Google Classroom, still have access to videos, resources, and everything. And then when we resume in February or March, we are going to have possibly new courses that you will have access to as well. So access to live courses. So you're going to have that as well. So well done, everyone. I celebrate you. I salute you. Yes, congratulations, everyone. I celebrate all my SGRs, support facilitators. Well done. Yes, so that brings us to the end of today's ceremony. Yes. Amazing. Well done, everyone. But quick announcement. Cohort 3 is going to come next year, either in February or March, and announcements will go out. We're going to put out announcements, registrations. Once it goes out, do not forget, tell everyone about it. Tell all teachers. This time we are expanding. We are going to be able to take in more people, right? We're going to be able to take in more people because we are opening two pathways. We are opening self-paced pathway and the group pathway, where self-paced you can just watch you don't need to be in a group, just watch your videos. You can do your assignments anytime, but once it's graduation, we need to be sure that you to be able to graduate, we need to be sure that you've gotten up to the requirements, right? Then group, you have access to groups, you work in groups and all of those things. So we're going to open two pathways to ensure that we can accommodate more people. Thank you so much. I see your wishes, I see your prayers. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you so much. But once it comes out, please ensure you share. Also, TFLA Summit, the Fresh Look Africa Summit 2023 is next month, January 23rd to 25th. Now, anytime I say these dates, my heart will do bush, 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 because truth be told, we still need more teachers on board. We need more teachers to register. I'm going to put up the registration link right now. Please, let's do something now and share. The flyer is currently in our community. If you're not in our community, that's a problem. So please join the community right now. And that's the link for registration. Copy this link and paste it now to see if it's working first, and then share. Copy this link, check if it's working, if it's going to lead you to the registration place. And please share to teachers, share to your teachers, share to your schools. And I will also need access to some of your schools, like give me their phone numbers. I want to call your schools. I want more teachers to come in groups. Let this be a professional development session for schools, right? I want more schools. That's our strategy. We want to get into schools so that more teachers can come on board. So if you feel like I can't be the only one enjoying this in my school, I want other teachers to come on board, give them the link, tell them to register, or give me your school's contact. I will call your principal, head teacher, whoever it is, to register teachers together. So please, let's do this. This is something that has to be done. We need about over like 21 million teachers by 2030, but teachers are going, teachers are leaving. I know many teachers here are saying, I'm done. They'll just, because, I have my YouTube channel and I also watch other teachers on YouTube, and they'll just tell me, I'll just see, oh, I'm quitting, I'm leaving the classroom, right? I'm leaving the classroom. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Hussein. Yes, I know last year as well, Mr. Hussein, I saw most of you. I saw many people from the north, like Zaria, Jos. I was so elated. I was excited. So thank you so much for giving me that. Yes, I want to really invest in Zaria. Please assure me of your schools. Assure you, just give me assurance so that I know. I write your names down. Let me write Mr. Hussein's name now. And just write his name down. Say, okay, I need to disturb Mr. Hussein. All right, the link is working fine. Wonderful. So please, let's get registrations going. I need to see 500 teachers before the end of this year registered for the summit in January. So please, let's get teachers on board. I cannot hammer this enough. Help us carry this work. I know it's not always interesting when teachers say another conference. It's free. And the people that we are bringing is free of charge. Like right now, many people I'm begging now, please come on, girl, help us in our industry. I told them in the last cohort, I said, I don't have pride when it comes to teaching anymore. There's no pride. If I have to boss, if I have to beg, I will do it. So please ensure that you help out. Please just assure me. I have assured you of so school. I got you. Please. So thank you very much. And we also need partners and sponsors. If you know people that can sponsor or we can partner with for the summit, I'm very, very open to knowing about them, especially people that are close to the education industry or learning and development and all of those things. Just send your contacts to me. We're going to start sending out proposals from next week, and hopefully we get great feedback from all of them, or most of them, or some of them. right? So please send me the links. Like, you can send me a WhatsApp message now. Like, don't wait. Stop. People stop. The ceremony has finished. Don't look at my face. Like, I'm begging people now. So you can just send me, okay, Miss Adora, my school. This is the name of my school. This is my principal. This is the phone number. WhatsApp for. Just send it to me. Send me these companies, organizations that we can reach out to. Please, I'm begging, literally begging. Yes, it's very important that we do that. Also, if you want to be a volunteer against TFLA Summit 2023, please let me know. Or you want to volunteer for the coming cohort 3 next year, please send me a message as well, and I will book your names down. There's already a group I already created a group for people that want to volunteer against next year. So you can send me a message and I'll add you to the group quickly, so that when work starts in full motion, you are in the know of what you're meant to do and all of those things. So please, the work that we do here, this is an NGO, it's a social enterprise. Nobody's paying me any salary. The money you are giving is not for me. It goes back into the organization, you know, to ensure that the website that we have is still running. We have to pay for that. We have to pay for we have to pay our speakers, even if it's just little tiny gifts, we have to give them something, and all of this, just internals, we have to keep it going for this work to be sustainable, because honestly, it can be tiring sometimes. And sometimes I'll be like, nobody's paying me. Nobody's paying me. Like, but the work has to be done. Okay. All right, so registration is on. And also, if you still want to pay for 3 months access into cohort 3, you can also send 5,000 naira to the account on the Telegram group. And yeah. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you. Okay, I see a volunteer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see a volunteer against the next cohort. Thank you. I celebrate you. It's a lot of work, by the way. So before you say you want to volunteer, like, it's a lot of work. So yeah. I see someone also threatening me in my comments, in my chat, person sending me a private message. I see you, and I take your threat very literally. Please stop threatening me. Thank you so much, everyone. I celebrate